Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good about yourself.
I'm doing great. How has it been since we last met?
So far, it's been a very hectic and chaotic week, and I know it's been like very crazy. So it's going to be all right though.
I hope it get better as we continue to talk. I mean, are you staying safe with the COVID-19, the coronavirus?
Always, I'm staying inside,
All right, me too.
quarantine.
Gotta be
I got
safe. Yes, quarantine. All right. So last time we talked about the informed consent, and we can go over that if need be anytime you want to. And we also talked about your presenting issue that you want to talk about. Managing your finances and your money and how that is very a pressing issue in your life right now. And I also gave you an activity for the stay in the flow activity. So we're gonna talk about that, you know,
hmm
later on in the session. So
hmm
so tell me, we're gonna start off with that. So tell me, how was that activity for you?
The activity is actually like really helpful. Kind of like weighed out the pros and cons and how like what's been weighing me down, and as far as what I can do to improve on making myself feel like more better as far as like being comfortable with myself too as well. So I think this activity is actually like really, really good.
So okay, so you said that it was really, really good for you, and I'm hearing that it made you think, and
Yeah.
made you think. Okay, so that's good. That's what I wanted to do. I want to make you think about the things that think. So like I see that um on your top you have some positive things. I see you have friendship and family and consistent exercise. I see that.
hmm
So tell me how. Let's start with the friendship. So how is the friendship helping you stay afloat?
Um, I definitely believe in like having like a good like bond with far as like with friends and stuff. That kind of like brings you together as far as like having people to actually talk to. So like whatever you're feeling like down or whenever you're feeling like not really in your own place at a time, I think it's always good to have like good friends. And I really do think, and I know for sure that friends do like they become family in a way, because I know that without that, it probably wouldn't be like a lot of things that we'd be doing, because I know I can depend on like my friends for a lot of stuff too. So that's why I feel like friendship is actually like one of my number one things.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you value your friendships. Okay,
hmm
I like that. Okay, so also you have family. So how's family helping you stay afloat?
Family, um, I say family. It can be a bit crazy, irritating at times, but it's like there's nothing like family, nothing like having like people that's actually there for you, and it's like unconditional love. So you don't have to really worry about anybody like actually. Um, I would say like in a way, not really being not there for you, because I know family you can actually depend on. So it's kind of the same way with friends as well.
Okay, so consistent exercise.
Mm.
How's that? How is that helping you?
Consistent exercise. It kind of puts me on a routine as far as okay, like throughout my day. So just planning out my day as far as like consistent exercise, because I work out at least like actually every day, 7 days out of the week. So I know for sure that consistent exercise, it kind of like brings me in a time or in a place where I'm actually like good, because I know exercising is actually a way of me like coping, and like in a way it's actually helping me like meditate too. So I know exercising to like relieve stress is actually a really good thing. So that's what I usually do all the time too.
So it keeps you calm. Okay, so I'm hearing that you said that exercise keeps you calm and relaxed. Okay, so
hmm
meditating. Okay, all right. So let's talk about the things that are dragging you down. Your negative afloat. So you
Yes.
said you're stressed. So how? What is the stress? Like what about the stress? Can you elaborate on like
Okay.
stress?
I would say to elaborate more on stress, I wouldn't say like everyday life things. Well, I would say everyday life things. I would just say like school.
Okay.
I know sometimes I'm not really good with like managing my money sometimes, so I kind of put myself in like a financial like bind in a way, because I know I can be selfish towards myself. So I know I'm more of a giver. So like if anybody needs money, I give them money without any hesitation. And I know for sure like I will suffer the consequences in the end, because I know I probably needed that in a way, but I know for sure that I put myself in financial hole, and I kind of like have to trying to break my way out of that anyway.
So, so what I'm hearing is that you're trying to be helpful, but in a
Mm.
way you're hurting yourself. So I think that we need to work on it. So how do you feel like you can take baby steps to improve that?
Um, I definitely can say I can limit how much I spend.
Hmm.
And I can limit on like who I can give, like who I can say who actually like needs money. Because I know for sure, like sometimes I can like be a person that like overly gives some things, and sometimes, and I know I like spend my money on like miscellaneous things that really don't mean anything. And I always like put myself in a position where I always think about it. If I can't buy it more than 3-4 times, and it's not for me, then it's gonna mess with my peace. So I have to stray away from it.
Okay, so have you started any techniques, or are you learning to say no? What I'm hearing is that you're having a problem saying no to people.
Uh Um, yeah, yeah, I do. Sometimes I really do have like a problem with saying no, and it does affect me because I'm like, well, if I'm put in a position to where the fact like I know that I'm gonna need money for throughout the week, and I honestly like, oh, my friends want to hang out, and I'm like, oh, if you're not doing anything, just come hang out with us. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I can go hang out. Well, I know in the end of the day, like it'll probably set me back in a way. So I don't think about like the long term effects of it. I just think of short term.
Okay, so we have to change our thinking. So you say you so I hear that you know that you have a problem saying no, and you
Hmm.
know that what financial bind it can put you in, but you're still doing it.
I'm still doing it.
Okay, so we have to work on that. So we have to learn to say no, and
Hmm.
also start by saving a little money, right?
Hmm.
So that when you can, because it's okay to go with your friends, but you have to have the money to go with your friends, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but let's talk about also another thing on this staying afloat. You said your relationship problems. Does that have, how is that, relating to your uh,
Um.
issue of financial problems?
Now, financial problems, like I would definitely say with relationship problems, I know, like I know if I want to take a young lady out, like to eat or like to hang out and actually like see potential in that person. I know sometimes like I don't have like the actual money to do so. So they kind of like because that's the same way with school as well. Because I'm paying for school on my own, and also like I really don't have any downtime. So I know like having somebody that's there who can actually like takes at least some of the stress off as far as like financially, if that's possible. But I know like right now, like relationship problems, I know that affects me in a way because I'm like, well, I know it's not really something is that I want at the moment, but I know for sure that I've been having trouble with that um, in a way.
Okay, so if you had to pick one of these stand afloat, these negative afloats that feels like weighs you down the most of the that's hindering for your financial problem, which one would it be?
Um, hmm, I will have to say, are you talking about the ones that we just talked about?
Yeah, the negative ones, the negative ones.
Okay. So out of all the negative ones, I would say financial difficulties.
Financial difficulties. So how does not having the finances, how does that make you feel?
Like it makes me feel, it makes me feel like okay, like being. I would say being broke. Yeah, being broke is not fun,
Right.
and being able to like actually have the funds to actually do things and to have enough funds to supply other needs. Because I know for sure, like by me taking on responsibility of paying for school of my own and all the other adult things that I have to do now since I'm older, um, it kind of like it kind of sets me back. It kind of puts me in a place where I'm just like, well, um, I want to hang out with a lot of people. I do. I know I have some people that actually they cover for me in a while, but I'm also like I feel like I'm in debt with them too, so I have to pay them back. So I do that too. So that puts me in another financial bind. So it kind of puts me in a little low mood. Say a low mood.
So it puts you in a low mood because you feel like you owe everybody to
Mm-hmm.
be financially stable, and you
Mm-hmm.
owe it to yourself to be financially stable. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so we're gonna we're gonna take this and we're gonna try to make a solution out of this. So, I feel like if we take it baby steps one at a time, that we were able to help you with your financial situation. So we talked about one thing we talked about was um saying no.
Mm-hmm.
So we can start on saying no. So I want you to start thinking about, some opportunities to say no, where you don't have to go or where you don't have to give. It ain't necessary for you to give. And also, thinking about you can save a little money as we go. When you
Mm-hmm.
say no, that money you would use to go, maybe you could put that aside and say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm gonna put that aside. So next time I can actually go, you know? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so, do you have any other questions for me?
Um, I would say, I'll say one of my questions. Um, hmm, do do you have any like advice as far as like, because I don't know if you're like actually like really like into like in church or not. If you're like really spiritual, because I feel like you, in a way, I think you are. I'm not sure. Maybe might be assuming. Do you think that could like really play a factor in like organizing finances, stress, and like just being like kind of like unorganized? Do you think like just being like more spiritually aware and spiritually like inclined, do you think that'll be like better?
So yeah, I do feel like that, but it also depends on you as a person. I'm hearing that you want to be more spiritually because I saw that on your negative thing is spiritually unsatisfied. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you know that what you were raised on, so you have to dig into those roots and like go back to what you were taught. Because if you feel like you're unsatisfied, it obviously be you need to go back to those roots and remember all the things you were taught, and then maybe it can become to something
Mm-hmm.
that could
Okay.
help you.
Okay. I would definitely consider that.
Yeah.
That's like
Another
that's
thing.
one of the things. That's one of the main things I've been like kind of trying to work on too. Is just being like more spiritually aware and satisfied. So that's like at the one of my number one things right
So what steps have you taken to be more
now.
spiritually?
Reading. Well, right now I haven't really taken any steps because I know like I strayed away from like reading the Bible.
Okay.
So I know I haven't read the Bible in a while. So I know like I noticed that by me like stepping away from it, I kind of been getting more like unorganized and like
Okay.
displaced. So I'm not like really staying disciplined. So I feel like the more I go towards back to that side, the more disciplined I'll be, the more organized and the less stressed I'll be.
Well, you seem to have it all under control. I feel like you should take that advice, go with your gut, go and get more spiritually satisfied. Read into your Bible.
Okay.
So, I think that'll be all for it. So I see you next time, and I want you to work on those goals that we set, that it'd be, that you improve. I want to hear some improvement next time. Glad.
Of course, and hopefully you will definitely get more information out of me next time too.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.